Hi there, this is Mr. Jones, and I'd like to help you today with solving multi-step proportions. Right, now remember, a proportion is simply an equation where one ratio is equal to another. Okay? And in a proportion, the cross products are equal. So to solve, if there's a variable or an unknown value, I simply cross multiply. And you can look at the illustration that I've given for you. If a over b is equal to c over d, then you can cross multiply a times d, and that will equal b times c. All right? Well, let's use that property then to solve the following proportion. X plus 3 over 4 is equal to x plus 4 over 6. Okay? Well, the first step that I'm going to take is to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply x plus 3 times 6 and 4 times x plus 4, and I'm simply going to write that down as my first step. 6 times x plus 3 is equal to 4 times x plus 4. Okay? Well, once I have done that, then I can simplify. Remember to distribute when you multiply by a sum. So 6 times x and 6 times 3, 6x plus 18, and that is equal to 4x plus 16. Okay? Well, notice that there are variables on each side of the equal sign. So I need to get the variable on one side. I'll subtract 4x from each side. Notice that 4x minus 4x is 0. 6x minus 4x is 2x. So that leaves me, when I simplify, 2x plus 18 equals 16. And of course, I want to isolate the variable. I want to find out the value of x. So I need to subtract 18 from each side. And that leaves me with 2x equals negative 2. And then to find x, I will divide by the coefficient. So I'll divide each side of the equation by 2. Of course, 2 divides into 2 one time, leaving me with x equal to minus 1. Okay? Why don't you go ahead then and try to solve the following proportion. X minus 15 over x plus 4 is equal to 10 over 2. I'll leave it on screen here so you can look at the steps that I've done above and try to follow along. And when you're finished, or if you need help, hit continue and I'll check the results with you. Okay, well, let's see how you did. I'll scroll down just a little bit. Oh, a little bit too far. Can I go back? Let's see if I can capture this, and then we'll scroll back if we need to. Okay, well, the first thing I did, of course, was to cross multiply. So x minus 15 times 2 and 10 times x plus 4. All right. Then, of course, I distribute and simplify. So 2 times x and 2 times minus 15 leaves me with 2x minus 30 and 10x plus 40. Okay, notice I have an x variable on either side of the equal sign, so I need to get the variable on one side. I'm going to subtract 2x from each side of the equation. Of course, on the left side, that eliminates the variable, so I have negative 30 is equal to 8x plus 40. And then, since I want to find the value of x, I'm going to remove everything else from that side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract 40 from each side. That gives me a negative 70 is equal to 8x. And then I will divide each side by 8, and that leaves me with x is equal to negative 70 over 8. And of course, that can be reduced. Top numerator and denominator are both divisible by 2, so that leaves me with negative 35 over 4. And you can leave it that way, or you can write that as a mixed numeral, and that would be negative 8 and 3/4. Okay? Well, I think that example should give you a step-by-step way to solve a proportion that involves multiple steps. So if you follow that carefully, I think that you'll do fine. So I ask you to work carefully and work well.